It's going to be Zach Gallen, the Arizona Diamondbacks starting pitcher. Yeah, man, he's got a lot of pitches that just completely full hitters. He's got a great sinker, nasty curveball, a great slider, and a really effective fastball. He's definitely throwing low and away or low and in is what I continue to see. So overall, very productive player, and Diamondbacks are very lucky to have this guy. Zach Gallen's 29 years old, 5 years in the league. He's got 1 year, $13.5 million, 28 games played and started, 14-6 record, 3.65 ERA, 126 WHIP, 148 innings pitched, 156 strikeouts, 54 walks. He had a 237 opponent batting average, 12 putouts, 7 assists, 100% fielding percentage, and he had a 25 K percentage and 8.7 walk percentage. He was fourth in wins in the NL overall. Yeah, really good pitcher, and super effective. So overall, really entertaining to watch, and yeah, he's deserving of being relevant, definitely in the MLB. Up, we do have another Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher, Brandon Pfaadt. Yeah, he's a young guy, definitely still getting used to the game, still competing at a high level. Overall, I've noticed a lot of middle in type pitches that he's getting guys on. He's getting guys low and away. Definitely uses a slider, his fastball. Really has an elite changeup and what appears to be a really elite cutter. Overall, though, I mean, yeah, he's got some filthy stuff. Definitely paints the corners. Really a strikeout wizard, man. He's definitely going to be a guy that's going to get 200 Ks for you, definitely sooner rather than later. So, again, having two guys in that rotation is nice. We just talked about Gallen. Having Fod is great. Those two guys really do make the Diamondbacks competitive, obviously. So he's 26 years old, 1 year in the league, 5 years, $45 million that he has on the contract, 32 games played and started, 11-10, a 4.71 ERA, a 123 WHIP, 181.2 innings pitched, 185 strikeouts, 42 walks, a 259 opponent average. He had a 24.3 K percentage, a 5.5 walk percentage, 7 putouts, 11 assists, 1 error, and a 94.7 fielding percentage. He was 7th in innings pitched in the NL. He was 8th in strikeouts in the NL, and he was 5th in games started in the NL. Again, young guy, definitely trying to find his groove. I definitely enjoy Brendan Pfaadt. We do have the Atlanta Braves pitcher Reynaldo Lopez of the Atlanta Braves. Again, really great slider, great four seam fastball. It's elite. It's elite four seam fastball. It punches hitters out. Definitely frustrating when trying to hit a guy. When trying to hit a guy that's getting you 96, 97 miles an hour. Yeah, it's his put away pitch for sure. He is low and away slash middle type of the box, but he's also high in a way. So I mean, he can get you on both ends here. So overall, Ronaldo Lopez, 31 years old, 7 years in the league, 3 years, $30 million, 26 games played and started, 8-5, 199 ERA, 110 WHIP, 135.2 innings pitched, 148 strikeouts, 42 walks, 5.1 WAR for pitchers, which is great. He had a 220 opponent average, 8 putouts, 5 assists, a 100% fielding percentage with a 27.3 K percentage and a 7.7 walk percentage. He was an all-star. He was 11th on the NL Cy Young voting, and he was 10th in WAR in the NL. So overall, productive year. Definitely, the Braves need a guy like him. Obviously, I'm doing this video late, so they're having a rough start to their year. But Ronaldo Lopez definitely, I think he's still going to have a pretty solid year. I believe he's injured. If not, I'll have to check the facts. If I'm wrong about that, then my bad. But overall, a productive guy and very exciting to watch. We got a former Atlanta Braves pitcher. I think it's a loss for him. He went to the New York Yankees this year, though. Max Fried, dude. First of all, a nasty sweeper, great forcing fastball, really, really productive slider. He's a high slash middle end type guy when he's pitching and punching people out. Definitely effective. I mean, if he can go low and away for sure. Um, or even low and in, but overall, the high and middle end, I've seen a lot of punch outs from him. So, good for him, man. He's 31 years old, 6 years in the league, 8 years, $218 million for the Yankees, 29 games played and started, 11 and 10, a 3.25 ERA, a 116 WHIP, a 174.1 innings pitched, 166 strikeouts, 57 walks, two complete games and a shutout, 3.5 WAR, 226 opponent average. He had a 23.2 K percentage. He had an 8 walk percentage, 10 putouts, 17 assists, a 100% fielding percentage, and two pickoffs. Um, he did play one game and started one game in the postseason. He went 0-1, had a 22.5 ERA, was not awesome, 4 whip, two innings pitched, two strikeouts, a 5.33 opponent average, and 13 K percentage there. But he was an all-star. He was fifth in ERA in the NL. He was first in complete games in the NL, first in shutouts in the NL, and first in fielding percentage in the NL. So overall, Max Fried is going to bring a lot of great things to the Bronx. I think this really kind of it helps their rotation. I think their rotation gets better. The Braves lose an ace type player, and again, like they should have signed him more money. So overall, the Yankees got what they needed, and they got a really reliable pitcher. And I'm excited to see what Max Fried does in the American League. We have the Atlanta Braves pitcher here, Spencer Strider. Honestly, uh, an animal. Definitely, unfortunately, was missed due to Tommy John surgery. But this is a guy that's, Cy Young Award winner. Definitely a guy that's feared. It's feared when it comes to him pitching on the mound that day, and he is a strikeout machine. He's got great movement. He throws low. He's got power to his pitches. And a lot of control. Slider and his four seam fastball definitely the most effective and the most pitches that he throws with. So overall, Spencer Strider, 26 years old, 3 years in the league, 4 years, $68 million. Fifth year would be a $5 million club option. Two games that he played and started, he went 0-0. He had a 7 ERA, a 166 whip, a 12 strikeouts, 5 walks, 9 innings pitched, and a 270 opponent average with a 28.6 K percentage, 11.9 walk percentage, one put out, 100 fielding percentage. Again, he didn't really have the season that he wanted to. He wanted to pitch a lot more than just two games. So that is, unfortunate. But Spencer Strider is just one of those guys. I mean, from this clip here, 16 strikeouts in a game, that will just he will bury you. And when he's on, he's on. Definitely unhittable. Just super, super entertaining to watch. So we have the Cubs pitcher Shota Imanaga. Yeah, man. I mean, overall, he has been a great showcase of just more Japanese talent that's coming out into the MLB. Shote has really just been just been fantastic. He's been marvelous in Chicago, and obviously the Cubs love Shote Imanaga. He's a low and away guy. He definitely can get you in the middle. Definitely finesse with his pitching. He's calm guy. Again, he's not. He doesn't have like the fastest pitches, but the way he moves them is insane, and he gets it to a great angle where hitters are going to swing, man, and miss. He's got a great slider. He's got a great four-seam fastball. He's got a great sinker. So overall, Shota Managa, 31 years old, 1 year in the league, 3 years, $43 million. 29 games played and started, 15 and 3, a 291 ERA, a 102 WHIP, 174 strikeouts, 28 walks, a 3 WAR, 225 opponent average, 25 K percentage, 4 walk percentage, 4 putouts, 14 assists, one double play, and 100 fielding percentage with 3 pickoffs. So that's pretty. That is pretty good, man. All Star, All MLB Team 2, fifth in the NL Cy Young Award voting, third in ERA in the NL, third in wins in the NL, and first in fielding percentage in the NL. Again, great year. I'm excited to see what he does, and I know he's in the majors in his 30s, but I think he's got a lot to show and he's got a lot to prove, and he's gonna get even better. Next up, we have another fellow Chicago Cubs pitcher, Justin Steele. So we all know about his performance. He was getting off to a really strong start. Had that injury against the Rangers on opening day, and had to come back. But I mean, he came back and he pitched a fair amount of the season. Honestly, had a pretty good year at with that. So he's got a four-seam fastball. He's got a slider. Definitely swinging the mixed stuff with there. Definitely north south pitcher for sure. And overall, just a guy that really is underrated. I feel like when he's on the mound, people just need to pay more attention to Justin Steele and the ability that he has. 24 games played and started, 5-5 record, 3.07 ERA, 109 WHIP, 135 strikeouts, 37 walks, one complete game, a 219 opponent average, 24K percentage, 6 walk percentage, 3 putouts, 7 assists for a 100 fielding percentage, and 1 pickoff. He was third in complete games in the NL. Just overall, obviously a guy that I want to see in the postseason, and I want to see him perform well, and I want to make sure that he's healthy. So overall, Justin Steele though is underrated, and people should be looking out for him. Next up, Garrett Crochet, man. He played for a team that was the worst team in baseball, like in terms of like legit, like lost the most games in MLB history. So, there are uh, really nice highlights of good players that played for that team. Obviously, he's not a White Sox anymore. It's not surprising what he was able to do last year. Someone was going to sign him, and he did that. So, Crochet has a power forcing fastball, just straight power pitcher. Great to watch that, man. I don't know how people really try to be hitting that fastball, dude. It's crazy. He's got a really nice slider there. Great changeup. Worked in a cutter for him. It's just a strikeout machine, right? So Crochet, 25 years old, 4 years in the league, 1 year, $3.8 million. He's on the Red Sox. He got signed by Boston. 32 games played and started. Has 6-12 record, 3.58 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, 146 innings pitched, 209 strikeouts, 33 walks, a 4.1 WAR. Had a 222 opponent average, 35K percentage, 5.5 walk percentage, 4 putouts, 8 assists, 1 error, 1 double play for 92.3 fielding percentage. Yeah, I can't blame him with a 6-12 record. Again, this was a really bad offensive team, a really bad team in general. So he did what he could. He was an All-Star. He was an AL Comeback Player of the Year. WAR for pitching, eighth in the AL, fourth in strikeouts in the AL, and fifth in games started in the AL. So overall, really good season. Hopefully, he's gonna bring it in Boston. Next up, we have Tanner Bibby, the Cleveland Guardians pitcher. Definitely, it's a team that has a lot of potential, a lot of talent, especially on the pitching side of things over there in that team. He's got great movement on his curveball, strong arm, powerful four-seam fastball he's got going on. Paints the corners. He has an elite slider. So overall, yeah, Bibby is young and he's definitely Cy Young material. 26 years old, 2 years in the league, 5 years, $48 million. 6 year will be 1 million club option. 31 games played and started, 12-8 record, 3.47 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 173.2 innings pitched, 187 strikeouts, 44 walks, 230 opponent batting average, a 26K percentage, a 6 walk percentage, 12 putouts, 21 assists, 2 errors in a double play for a 94.3 fielding percentage with 4 pickoffs. He played 4 games and started 4 games in the postseason. He was 0-1. He had a 3.45 ERA, a 1.46 WHIP, a 15.2 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 4 walks, 317 opponent batting average, 23K percentage, five walk percentage, two putouts for a 100% fielding percentage. He was ninth in strikeouts in the AL, and he was second in assists at pitcher in the AL. So overall, really solid year. Definitely a young guy that Cleveland loves to keep bringing up. They've always had pretty good luck with that. But yeah, I mean he's solid choice, and he's going to be definitely a top 10 guy at some point. Next up, we have another Cleveland Guardians pitcher, Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber, unfortunately, had Tommy John surgery, so he was out for pretty much the whole year. Like Spencer Strider, though, he was able to play 2 games before that discomfort of his elbow, and later it was revealed he would need surgery on that elbow. He's a Cy Young type talent. Obviously, he has 1-1. He's got an array of pitches. And when he's on, he is a strikeout machine. So overall, the impact that he definitely makes on the rotation is huge. And I feel like if they had him healthy, I could have seen Cleveland go into 7 games or 6 or 7 games to try to make it competitive against the Yankees in the ALCS last year. He's 29 years old, 6 years in the league, 2 years, $26 million, 2 games played and started, 2-0, no ERA, .91 WHIP. 12 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, 1 walk, a 227 opponent average, a 44 K percentage, a 2 walk percentage with a putout and assist, and a 100 fielding percentage. So overall, yeah, he had a great year for what it was worth. But overall, definitely want to see him back healthy and want to see him back to where he's at. And like I said, he has side young talent in him. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Next up, we do have Jack Flattery. Um, Honestly, really nasty slider that he had. He had a four-seam fastball that was electric. Definitely a pretty good knuckle curve for him. Definitely was throwing low, absolutely low. Obviously, there are instances where he is going to throw you high, but mostly a low type pitcher. He's 29 years old, 7 years in the league, 2 years, $35 million with the Tigers. He went to LA and won a World Series, but they got him back in Detroit. 28 games played and started, 13 and 7, 3.17 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, 162 innings pitched, 194 strikeouts, 38 walks, 158 opponent average, 22 K percentage, 9 walk percentage, 10 putouts, 9 assists with a 100 fielding percentage with a pickoff. In the postseason with the Dodgers, he did play 5 games and started 5 games. 1-2, 7.36 ERA, a 150 WHIP, 22 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 9 walks, 273 opponent average, 15.3 K percentage, 9 walk percentage, 2 putouts, and assist with a 100 fielding percentage. Yeah, I mean, no awards was given to him, but again, he had a really good year. Definitely was literally 6 strikeouts away from 200 Ks. So overall, he was very effective, and he is a really really good pitcher. I think at the end of the day, I think Detroit needs him. It's nice that they brought him back. I think he could be very very valuable to their rotation. Next up, we got Framber Valdez, the Houston Astros pitcher. That's definitely a team that's gonna uh, downgrade a lot. They lost a lot of people. They lost a lot of key players from the World Series team back in 2022. Like this team, honestly, could be pretty bad this year. But Fromber, I think, is a really good bright spot for him. Definitely a really good curveball pitcher. Got a four seam, really good slider. Definitely nothing that's like wows you, but he's just the movements there and the way he controls it and the way that it just um, like I said, the movement of those pitches is the reason why he gets guys out. He's a slow and in guy. He's a ground out type guy as well. But yeah, I mean, overall, you got to give it up to him. 31 years old, 5 years in the league, 1 year, $18 million, 28 games played and started, 15 and 7, 291 ERA, 110 WHIP, 176.1 innings pitched, 169 strikeouts, 55 walks, one complete game, 4.4 WAR. 174 opponent average, 15K percentage, 7 walk percentage, 2 putouts, 16 assists, 1 error, 3 double plays for a 94.7 fielding percentage. He had 1 game played and started, 0-1, 6.23 ERA, 207 whip, 4.1 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 368 opponent average, 14K percentage, 9 walk percentage, one assist with a 100 fielding percentage. He was 15th in the AL MVP voting. He was 7th in the Cy Young voting in the AL. He was 7th in WAR at pitching in the AL. He was third in the ERA in the AL. Fifth in wins in the AL. Second in complete games in the AL, and third in double plays turned at pitcher in the AL. So had a really good year. Definitely effective. Definitely a huge X factor for the team. Um, so yeah, he definitely deserves to be on a list, not a top 10 because there's a lot of guys there, but definitely honorable mention. Okay, next is Cole Reagans of the Kansas City Royals. Definitely came into his own and blossomed this past year. Definitely had it was a good season for Kansas City. They're definitely back in a place where they want to be at. Cole Reagans is just definitely one of those guys that you want to see on the mound, and Cy Young type talent. Definitely, I think top 10 material at some point if he continues to be in the route that he's going. He had a great year this year. Great four seam, great. He uses sliders, uses changeups. Um, Definitely for the most part does like to attack the corners, and that's the most entertaining part. It doesn't matter what corner he's one of the four corners that he's got in that pitching box there, man. He's just really good at just getting hitters to just guess. And like I said, extreme talent. 27 years old, 2 years in the league, 3 years, $13.25 million, 32 games played and started, 11-9, a 3.14 ERA, a 1.14 WHIP, 186.1 innings pitched, 223 strikeouts, 67 walks, a complete game, 294 opponent average, 13 K percentage, 9 walk percentage, 7 putouts, 19 assists, 1 error, 100 fielding percentage. He had 1 pickoff. In the 2 games played in the postseason, he went 1-0 with a .90 ERA, a 110 WHIP, 10 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 4 walks, 189 opponent average, 31.7 K percentage, and 9.8 walk percentage. He was an all star. He was fourth in the AL Cy Young voting. He was third in WAR for pitchers in the AL. He was eighth in ERA in the AL, seventh in innings pitched in the AL, second in strikeouts in the AL, fifth in games started in the AL, second in complete games in the AL, and first in fielding percentage at pitching in the AL. So again, he really came into his own, definitely blossomed. I'm excited to see what he does this year, and hopefully he turns it around. Hopefully he turns it into high gear again this year. Okay, next up, we do have Freddie Peralta, um, the Milwaukee Brewers pitcher, which is going to probably get extended if the Brewers have the money for him. They should sign him because he's super effective. A lot of arm power. Not afraid to go at the hitters. Four seam fastball, changeup is one of the couple pitches I was seeing from him very effectively. He's 28 years old, 6 years in the league. He has 1 year, $8 million that the club exercised with him to stay. He does have a second $8 million club option next year, so we'll see how that goes. 32 games played and started, 11-9, a 3.68 ERA, a 121 WHIP, 173.2 innings pitched, 200 strikeouts, 68 walks, 224 opponent average, 27.6 K percentage, 9.4 walk percentage, 16 putouts, 15 assists, 1 error, and 3 double plays for a 96.9 fielding percentage. In the postseason, 2 games played and 1 started, 5.40 ERA, no wins or losses, .60 WHIP, 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, a 125 opponent average, 27.8 K percentage, 5.6 walk percentage, 1 put out, 1 assist for a 100 fielding percentage. He was sixth in strikeouts in the NL. He was fifth in games started in the NL, second in double plays turned at pitcher in the NL. Overall, effective guy, definitely fun to watch, and we'll see what he does this year. So we do have the Twins pitcher, man, Bailey Ober. Definitely a guy that not many people really know about. Definitely had his best season this year by far. Has a really nasty changeup, really good cutter. and like many pitchers, has that four seam fastball. Definitely attacks the hitters mainly pretty high, honestly. He has it either in the pitching box or just like right to the left or right of it, but he definitely gets guys on those pitches. Definitely not afraid to do that. Not the typical low in a way kind of guy. 29 years old, 3 years in the league, 1 year, $3.55 million. So we'll see if he gets signed. 31 games played and started, 12 and 9, 3.98 ERA, one WHIP, 178.2 innings pitched, 191 strikeouts, 43 walks, one complete game, 208 of opponent average, 26.9 K percentage, 6.1 walk percentage, 11 putouts, 17 assists, one error for a 96.6 fielding percentage with a pickoff. He was eighth in strikeouts in the AL, and he was second in complete games in the AL. Again, extremely reliable, and definitely one of those pitchers that Minnesota like to keep, especially with the rotation being pretty iffy. When you're looking at a veteran, Sean Manaea from the New York Mets comes to mind in terms of his up and down career, but this year wasn't up. Hopefully, this coming year will be an up for him as well. The pitching rotation of New York is kind of weird. There's no like true ace. I feel like Manaea definitely was that guy that was a go-to person for the rotation for him. So look out for what he puts out. 33 years old, 8 years, 3 years, $75 million for him. He has a sinker, a sweeper, a four seam that I really saw effective. Very low guy, like throws all the way to the ground, but it gets pitchers because of that nasty movement that he's got on his pitches. 32 games played and started, 12 and 6, 3.47 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 181.2 innings pitched, 184 strikeouts, 63 walks, 202 opponent average, 24.9 K percentage, 8.5 walk percentage, three putouts, 17 assists, two errors for 90.9 fielding percentage with three pickoffs. The four games he played in the postseason, he went 2-1 with a 4.74 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP, 19 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, eight walks, 236 opponent average, 22.9 K percentage, 9.6 walk percentage, two assists with a 100 fielding percentage. He was 11th in the NL Cy Young Award voting. He was 8th in ERA in the NL. He was 10th in wins in the NL. He was 7th in innings pitched in the NL. Ninth in strikeouts in the NL, and fifth in games started in the NL. Again, good for him. Definitely had a pretty good year. Definitely can cut down on some of his walks, but overall, not bad. Definitely a reliable guy, and I'm looking to see what he's going to do this year. We do have the Yankees pitcher Carlos Rodon. Yeah, he has definitely been a well-known face in this Yankees organization. Just been a great, outstanding pitcher for them. And again, that's why adding Freed with him. I mean, you know what I mean. Especially with Cole, definitely going to be out the whole year. This is going to be their go-to guys. Rodon. I mean, the four seams up to like a 96 mile per hour one. His slider reaches to 89. And it really anywhere on the plate he be getting guys. Has that throwing power, man. He's been outstanding. 32 years old, 9 years in the league, 4 years, $108 million. 32 games played and started, 16 and 9, 396 ERA, 122 WHIP, 175 innings pitched, 195 strikeouts with 57 walks, a 200 opponent average, 31.8 K percentage, 9.1 walk percentage, 4 putouts, 10 assists, 100 fielding percentage with a pickoff. 4 games played and started in the postseason. He was 1 and 2, 5.60 ERA, 124 WHIP, 17.2 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts, 1 walk. He had a 284 opponent average, 33.3 K percentage, and a 1.3 walk percentage with an assist and 100 fielding percentage. He was second in wins in the AL. He was seventh in strikeouts in the AL, and fifth in games started in the AL, as well as first in fielding percentage at pitching in the AL. Just overall, great year. Definitely see him being reliable, and again, him on the Yankees. I'm going to see him win 10 to 13 games. You know what I mean? So, a very reliable guy, and Okay, next up, we do have Michael King. I really enjoy this story because he came from the relief pitching standpoint to starting pitching at every 5 days, and the ability of what he was able to do was incredible. The transition was great. Obviously, the reason he wasn't even a top 10 guy was because he has not had starting pitching experience besides like last year. Just been a relief guy. But Michael King has that swing and miss stuff that you love to see. Can definitely go deep in innings, which is great to see. Definitely an East West type pitching for him. And has a great changeup, slider, four seam. 29 years old, 5 years in the league. He's got 1 year, $7.75 million, 31 games played and started. 13-9, a 2.95 ERA, a 119 WHIP, 173.2 innings pitched, 201 strikeouts, 63 walks, 221 opponent average, 27.7 K percentage, 8.7 walk percentage, 10 putouts, 21 assists, 1 error, and 2 double plays with a 96.9 fielding percentage with 2 pickoffs. The 2 games played that he played for in the postseason: 2-0 with a 3.75 ERA, a .91 WHIP, a 12 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 217 opponent average, 31.9 K percentage, 2.1 walk percentage, 1 putout, 1 assist with 100 fielding percentage. He was an All MLB Team 2 guy. He was a 7th in the NL Cy Young, 7th in WAR for pitchers in the NL, 4th in ERA in the NL, 7th in wins in the NL, and 5th in strikeouts in the NL. Great season, tremendous season. Love to see it. Okay, Logan Webb, the San Francisco Giants pitcher. Yeah, an ace for sure. Definitely a guy that you want on the mound. Nothing overpowering. Definitely loves the breaking balls, throws it low as well, and obviously gets hitters most of the time with his slider, his changeup, his sinker. Yeah, he's effective with that. Um, 28 years old, 5 years in the league. He's got 4 years, $82 million, 33 games played and started, 13-10, 3.47 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, 204.2 innings pitched, 172 strikeouts, 50 walks, 1 complete game, 1 shutout, 258 opponent average, 20.5 K percentage, 5.9 walk percentage, 15 putouts, 33 assists, 2 errors, 5 double plays for a 96 fielding percentage, and 2 pickoffs. He was an All Star. He was 6th in the NL Cy Young Award voting, 10th in ERA in the NL, 7th in wins in the NL, 1st in innings pitched in the NL, 1st in games started in the NL, 3rd in complete games in the NL, 1st in shutouts in the NL, first in assist at pitching at the NL, and first in double plays turned at pitching in the NL. So great year for him. Love to see him work. Definitely want to see what he continues to do, and definitely see if he can be in a top 10 soon. Next up, we do have Bryce Miller of the Seattle Mariners. Yeah, the Seattle Mariners have one of the best pitching rotations in baseball. Absolutely, they're young. They definitely they get outs. They go deep in innings, and yeah, they are all capable of being Cy Young Award winners at some point in their careers. So it's great. Hopefully, they can keep this group together. It's really hard when you have so many guys. They're going to want a lot of money. So we'll see what happens for their future on that franchise. But Bryce Miller's velocity, his command is crazy great. Has a four-seam fastball, has a changeup, has a slider. Definitely paints the corners, and he definitely goes high at times to get guys out. So he's 26 years old, 1 year in the league. He's getting 1 year, $800,000. 31 games played and started, 12-8, 294 ERA, a .97 WHIP, 180.1 innings pitched, 171 strikeouts, 45 walks, 200 opponent average, 24.3 K percentage, 6.4 walk percentage, 11 putouts, 1 assist, 1 error, a 95.7 fielding percentage with a pickoff. He was 5th in the ERA in the AL. Obviously, no postseason for him and that club, but overall, still was able to be super elite and super effective. So I'm expecting the Mariners to definitely continue and definitely get him a long term contract because he is definitely an ace. We do have his counterpart, George Kirby of also Seattle Mariners. Yeah, he has great stuff as well. Again, Cy Young ability, absolutely. He's got a four seam. He's got a knuckleball that he throws, which is he throws gas with for sure. He's unpredictable in what he throws. Definitely when he's on the mound, you can see his glove moving, his hand moving to figure out what is he going to throw next. So it's really exciting. It also makes the hitters a little bit nervous on what he's going to do. Great control for his pitches. He's 27 years old, 2 years in the league. He's got 1 year, $4.3 million. So they're going to also need to re-sign him. 33 games played and started, 14 and 11, 3.53 ERA, 106 WHIP, 191 innings pitched, 179 strikeouts, 23 walks, 245 opponent average, 23 K percentage, 3 walk percentage, 11 putouts, 9 assists, 1 error, 1 double play for a 95.2 fielding percentage. He was ninth in wins in the American League, sixth in innings pitched in the AL, and first in games started in the AL. Again, really good pitcher, very entertaining, super control of what he's doing out there. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does this year. Next up, we got the veteran Sonny Gray. I believe Sonny Gray is definitely a world class pitcher. He's been doing it for so long. He's got that veteran poise, which I enjoy. Has a good sinker, four seam, and sweeper. Has been super effective everywhere he goes. Now on the Cardinals, definitely believe he'll be a force still this year. 35 years old, 11 years in the league, 2 years, $60 million. His third year is a $5 million club option. 28 games played and started, 13 and 9, a 3.84 ERA, a 108 WHIP, 166.1 innings pitched, 203 strikeouts, 39 walks, a 228 opponent average, 30 K percentage, 5.8 walk percentage, 14 putouts, 17 assists, 1 double play for a 100 fielding percentage with a pickoff. He was seventh in wins, fourth in strikeouts in the NL, first in fielding at pitcher in the NL. Again, overall, great year. Love to see him play, and I'm excited to see what he does. We do have another veteran, Nathan Eovaldi from the Texas Rangers. Um, yeah, he's clutch when needed. Absolutely, obviously, you've seen it in the postseason. Um, he gets big innings, he gets big outs, and it's exactly a guy that you want. I couldn't say he's an ace, but I mean he definitely does produce, and he's a pretty good pitcher especially at his 13-year career as of right now. Um, yeah, splitter, four seam, really good double play type pitcher as well. 35 years old, 13 years in the league, 3 years, $75 million. 29 games played and started, 12 and 8, 3.80 ERA, 110 WHIP, 170.2 innings pitched, 166 strikeouts, 42 walks, a 229 opponent average, 23.9 K percentage, 6 walk percentage, 29 putouts, 8 assists, 1 error, 97.4 fielding percentage. Second in putouts as a pitcher in the AL overall. Pretty good career, pretty good stats. Hoping to see more of it this year. Next up, Jose Berrios from the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, he's been a solid pitcher for a while. Has a cutter, sinker, four seam, fastball. Definitely pitches with fire on the mound. Definitely a fiery guy. And wears his emotions on his sleeves, especially in a big moment. So, again, I really do enjoy this pitcher a lot. I definitely believe that he's got, like great tools, and he's been an ace for Toronto, man. 30 years, 8 years, 30 years old, 8 years in the league, 4 years, $84 million. 32 games played and started, 16 and 11, 360 ERA, 115 WHIP, 192.1 innings pitched, 153 strikeouts, 54 walks, one complete game, 235 opponent average, 19 and a half K percentage, 6.9 walk percentage, 12 putouts, 18 assists, 2 errors, 1 double play for 93.8 fielding percentage with 2 pickoffs. He's second in wins in the AL. He's fourth in innings pitched in the AL. He's fifth in games started in the AL, and he's second in complete games in the AL. Yeah, honestly, solid player. I'm expecting to see more of this. Obviously, they rely on him, so definitely want to see what he does. Next up, Kevin Gossman from the Toronto Blue Jays, another Blue Jays pitcher that has been pretty reliable for this organization. A veteran type guy, definitely continues to go deep innings whenever he's starting. Has a really good four seam, really good sinker. The guy that's 34 years old, 10 years in the league, has 2 years, $46 million. 31 games played and started, 14 and 11, 383 ERA, 122 WHIP, 181 innings pitched, 162 strikeouts, 56 walks, 2 complete games, 1 shutout, 238 opponent average, 21.4 K percentage, 7.4 walk percentage, 7 putouts, 9 assists, 1 error for 94.1 fielding percentage, and 2 pickoffs. He was ninth in wins in the AL, 10th in innings pitched in the AL, first in complete games in the AL, first in shutouts in the AL. Overall, yeah, he had a really good year. Definitely believe that he's going to continue to have that. And again, just like Barrios, he has a really big impact on the club, and he needs to continue to pitch well for them to win games, especially with their rotation being kind of shaky. Next one is Mackenzie Gore of the Washington Nationals. Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of youth there. Obviously, got to start somewhere. I think Mitchell Parker definitely is looking like a guy that's going to be pretty reliable. Mackenzie Gore is that ace of that team. Definitely young, Cy Young potential. Um, Pitches inside, mostly definitely chokes the batters up for sure. Electric four seam fastball, great curve, great slider. Overall, entertaining to watch. 26 years old, 5 years in the league, or 3 years in the league. 1 year, 2.89 million. 32 games played and started. 10 and 12, 390 ERA. 141 whip, 166.1 innings pitched, 181 strikeouts, 65 walks, a 263 opponent average, 24.8 K percentage, 8.9 walk percentage, 2 putouts, 13 assists, 3 errors, 1 double play, and 83.3 fielding percentage. He was 10th in strikeouts in the NL and 5th in games started in the NL. Overall, yeah, again, another guy that's got potential, can definitely rise to a top 10 level. And the Washington Nationals are going to need a guy like Mackenzie Gore if they're going to try to make it to, where they want to go, which is postseason bound. Lastly, this is a huge list of honorable mentions. Got to take a look at the retirement of one pitcher, starting pitching James Paxton. Had a great career through 4 teams that he pitched for. He pitched for the Dodgers, where he won that World Series this past year. Pitched for the Red Sox, pitched for the Yankees, and pitched for the Seattle Mariners. Obviously, I think most of his famous or best seasons have come from being a Mariner. Obviously, a lot of people do love having a James Paxton there. Played 11 years in the league, had 177 games played and started, 73 and 41 record, a 377 ERA, a 124 whip, a 951 innings pitched, 1,005 strikeouts, 314 walks. He had 2 complete games and a shutout in that span. 3 games played and started in the postseason. He went 1-0 with a 3.46 ERA, a 153 whip, 13 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, 7 walks, a 241 opponent average in the regular season. He also had 25.3 K percentage, a 7.9 walk percentage in the regular season. Postseason wise, he had a 255 opponent average, 34.5 K percentage, 12.1 walk percentage. Regular season, 11 putouts, 63 assists, 7 errors, and 2 double plays for a 91.4 fielding percentage with 4 pickoffs. Nothing to record for the postseason. He did not win any major awards. He was not a Cy Young Award winner. He wasn't a leader in terms of numbers wise, but everyone liked a guy in the clubhouse like a James Paxton, and people definitely miss him dearly. Looking forward to what he does and see if he'll be involved in any baseball operations and whatnot. But good career for James Paxton.